baby, Starry Darkness here. And, hey, this is part 2. What do you expect? This time, we're going through the European EAS alerts. So, without further ado, let's actually begin. So, let's start with Ireland. Let's see here. Okay, not bad. But it kind of sounds like something you hear at school or in traffic. So, at least we actually got to a pretty decent start. At least it's not as loud as the other EAS alerts that I previously had reviewed. I don't want to get started with the Chilean EAS alerts. It's really loud. So, my final thoughts? I'm going to say that is a 6 out of 10. It's pretty good. Next up, Britain. Oh, it's the classic air raid one. I've heard of that. Honestly, it really sounds like that there's going to be an end in the world, which I actually kind of find a bit scary. So, if anything, I'm going to give that a 5 out of 10 because I think it might be a little too loud in my opinion. So, yeah, let's move on. Next up, Portugal. I have no words. Firstly, why the censor bar? The first part's, the one that go. It just really screams censor bar. And then it's just a weird thing in the middle. I have no words. I'm gonna say, I think I'll probably get this. Okay, this is the first time I'm gonna give decimals on this one. But I'm gonna say it's a 5.5 out of 10. It's weird. Music, the middle part's good, but the censor bar is just, yeah, it is not my forte. Sorry, Portugal. Next up, where Vatimon is from, Spain. Okay, this is actually pretty good. An electric guitar, I want to get off a guitar riff, but it would be kind of devious, but I don't care. This is just amazing. Anyways, I'm gonna give that an 8 out of 10. This is the first EAS alert to actually go up 7, so good job, Spain. Next up, France. Hey, don't censor me like that! Wait, that's the actual EAS? This has to be some kind of joke! Is it not? That's the actual EAS alert. 0 out of 10! You didn't even try! You failed me, France. I thought you were known for creativity, not this! Next up, the Netherlands, before I'm gonna absolutely lose my marbles. Okay, why does this kind of sound like a car for some reason? Like something you hear in a video game. This is kind of weird, but it's also interesting. I mean, it's not the worst thing I've ever heard, but still. If I had to rate the CAS, it's a 6 out of 10. It's not bad. It's not the best either. It's not worst, eh? So, let's actually move on to Germany. Alright, let's see here. This is a bop. I would not be surprised if there's a song out of it, but Can I just say that this is probably the best EAS I've ever heard? I'm going to literally bop to this. This is amazing. 10 out of 10, best EAS. Good job, Germany. You actually gained my respect. Next up, Switzerland. Okay, at least it's not as loud as Chile or Brazil or America or even especially Canada. But it's actually kind of loud, but not as loud as the previous ones. But it's not bad. I'm gonna give that a 6 out of 10. It's alright. Pretty standard. Not the worst thing. Next up, where Finsing is from, Italy. Okay, despite that a little loud in my opinion, it's actually surprisingly a bop. Like, imagine that being a drum bass for a song. Europe, what is with you with music? It's just so damn good. I'm gonna say that's a 9 out of 10. Not as good as the German one, but at least that's actually really good. Italy, you gain my respect. Oh, buddy boy. And lastly, but not the least, Denmark. Oh, and by the way, if you're wondering who owned Greenland, that's Denmark. Let's take a listen. Why does this sound broken? It kind of sounds like something breaking down or something. I could say it's just as creepy as the British is, although it's not as sudden. Like, it sounds like a car breaking down or some siren breaking down. It's kind of weird, but it's also kind of creepy. So, 5 out of 10. Denmark, you kind of creep me. So that's all for that's all for part 2. Oh, and don't worry, we are not yet done with Europe, because next part there's gonna be even more European EAS that I have to rate. So this is Ashley signing off. Goodbye.